Good morning, everyone. It's Cam at American Community Bank. Jerome Powell just gave his annual speech at Jackson Hole this past Friday, and I wanted to give you some highlights so you don't have to watch it yourself. So I just took some highlights here from that speech. First off, he talks about the risk of inflation and the risk of employment both being pretty high right now. It's a challenging situation for him. The Fed has a dual mandate to both maintain low unemployment and maintain low inflation. And, sometimes it's challenging to balance those two. Significant uncertainty with all of the government policies. And he talks a little bit about how the Fed doesn't really have the power to control structural things going on in the economy, but they can control cyclical things. Effective tariffs are now clearly visible on consumer prices, so it's uncertain how those are going to continue to impact prices, but those impacts have already started to take effect. Unemployment still at historically low levels, but I thought this was interesting. The balance of labor is maintained right now by both a slowing in supply of labor as well as a slowing in demand of labor. So slightly precarious the way that the labor market is being propped up right now. It's not so much that demand is being maintained. It's just that a reduction in the workforce is making it appear as though demand is stable, which is not really the case. Um, a neutral rate may be higher than it was in 2010s. So basically, what that means is that they think that the rate they set that will not have a contractionary or an inflationary impact on the economy could potentially be higher than what we saw in the 2010s, um, meaning that basically the base rate is probably going to be higher. Um, they won't set a target for the employment numbers, but they're still targeting 2% inflation. And then this really is the big one. This is the big takeaway. Um, if you're going to listen to an analyst talk about it, this is what everybody was waiting to hear. With the policy in restrictive territory, the baseline outlook and the shifting balance of risks may warrant adjusting our policy stance. So that's the key phrase from this whole speech. Basically, what analysts are taking away from this is that the Fed is considering cutting rates in September. So I've heard talk that that may be a one-time kind of rate cut and then more of a wait and see approach from there. But it looks like the odds of a rate cut jumped up significantly after this speech. So that's what I have for you today. Thanks for watching and have a great day.